Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Beware the Board, a horror podcast. We watch a randomly selected horror movie every week. I'm Bob.
I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. Hello. How are you?
Good.
Why are you laughing?
Because you kind of stuttered there after I did my intro, and I thought you were going to do the reverse intro.
No, I wasn't. Ben tried to get me to do something really stupid, and I refused. This is what? Convention Prep episode number 3?
Yeah.
The third one.
Yeah, last week we watched House of a Thousand Corpses, and the week before that we watched Terrifier 2.
Good movie. Hated it. I don't know about this one.
He means he liked Terrifier 2, and he hated House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that backwards?
Well, I listed House of a Thousand Corpses first, and you said kind of. Depends on how you viewed it. I'm just specifying.
I viewed it the way I meant it.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just specifying so no one gets confused.
Yeah. I just... look. Good Lord. Okay. Hey, Ben, what are we watching this week to prepare for this convention?
Yeah, so we're watching another Rob Zombie film. Because, let's be honest, I have a whole list. Bob's seen the list. We've gone over it. And I've tried to group these up into, things that I think work together.
Yeah.
And we have 3 Rob Zombie films on this list. So we're going to watch them at the same time. So we're watching Halloween 2007 today.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to watch Halloween 2. So Halloween 2, 2009.
I came out 2 years after, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's about how long movies take.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So we're going to watch that one soon. And when's that coming out? Do you know yet?
So this will come out on a Saturday. I'm probably going to put that on a Monday.
Okay. So 2 days from now.
Yeah, so you'll see the second part of this episode basically on Monday because we're going to watch them back to back.
Yeah.
Essentially. Look, I know I hated House of Thousand Corpses.
Right.
I know that some people will hate on me for that. Because some people like that movie.
Some people do.
Some people. They just do.
And I think you were in the wrong mindset for it.
Exactly. Which is why I'm more excited to watch this one because I'm in a better headspace because I know what I'm getting myself into. The problem is I like Halloween a lot.
Yeah.
And this is going to make me mad.
See, that's the thing. Okay, so I've said this before. Rob Zombie's basically his own genre. And it's because of his writing style, not necessarily his directing style, but his writing style.
Mm-hmm.
His dialogue is the most, iconic, where it's super vulgar, and he has characters talk in this way that is so, crass and crude, which would be fine sometimes. It worked for the
Captain
characters
Spaulding
in House of a Thousand Corpses, but that's just how he writes dialogue. So when he writes, a character that's, 10...
Oh.
and it talks like that, it can be off-putting.
Okay.
And there's stuff like that because, again, he has a very specific directing style. So while it's not going to necessarily be as batshit as House of a Thousand Corpses, it is going to be very different than what you're used to.
Okay. Sorry if you saw me laughing over here in the corner. As soon as you said, a 10-year-old, all I could imagine was, some 8-year-old just going, fuck! And that just made me laugh. That's all I could think of. I'm sorry. I don't know if the mic picked up me chuckling.
You don't have to, imagine that. That's basically every 8-year-old.
That's true. Well, when I was 8, I wasn't saying fuck, but sure. Saying a lot of other things. Why are you laughing?
Like what, Bob? Is it words I can say?
It is words you can say.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I was just saying other curse words. I didn't say fuck. I was like, bitch. God damn it. Shit like that. Shit a lot. I said shit a lot when I was a kid.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, while we're on the topic of my speech, this is a funny story. When I was, you want to know what my first words were?
What?
My great-grandma was holding me, and there was a storm coming in, and it started to rain. My first word, I just screamed, fuck. I just went, fuck. I was that was when I was a baby. Super funny. My mom was very upset.
Yeah,
My great-grandma thought it was hilarious.
Because that says something about
me.
what I was going to say about your life as a baby.
Yeah, well.
All right. I guess, are you ready?
I fucking guess.
It might
I'm scared.
Make you upset.
Look, I'll try not to get too mad.
Yeah, because you're going to be like, I want Halloween 1 and 2.
Halloween 2 back, please.
And you're like, I want John Carpenter.
Wait, oh my God.
And then...
No, please do not ruin this for me right now.
Ruin what?
I'm about to be so mad.
Why are you going to be mad?
Please tell me Rob Zombie didn't do the music for these movies. Oh,
so,
my
anyways,
God.
Halloween came out in 2007. Description. You ready?
Yeah.
Mikey is back. And this time, he's a zombie character.
Huh?
Mikey's back. Right?
Yeah.
This time he's a zombie character.
He was kind of a zombie. Well, I guess he's dead at the end of Halloween
No,
2.
Bob. He's a zombie character, like a Rob Zombie character.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on. Is Michael about to be a flesh-eating man? I was like, please don't. He already eats dogs. He doesn't need to eat people.
He's a Rob Zombie character.
Okay.
And the dog eating was implied. We never got to see it.
The dog eating was not.
It was off-screen dog eating.
He definitely ate those dogs.
Right, I know, but they were off-screen. We didn't get to see them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would have wanted to see it, but sure.
All right. Length, it's an hour and 49 minutes long.
Oh. Oh, God.
If you really don't like it, you get almost 2 hours of really not liking
I'm
it.
so dreading this, and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, man.
Hey, we got 2 of these.
Oh.
So if you really don't like this one,
Maybe
you got
I'll
a
like
sequel.
the second one.
and you know what they say about sequels? They're always better than the original. That's what they say, right?
Listen, in the case of Star Wars, that's right.
I hope you mean episode 5.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
It's the best one.
I thought you were referring to 1, 2, and 3, and I was like,
Oh. No, the third
That's
one's the
an
best one in 1,
opinion.
2, and 3.
All right.
And in, 7, 8, and 9, they all suck. Actually, 7's fine.
7 is, hot take, objectively the worst Star Wars film.
Oh, well, because you're just going to make the argument that it's just A New Hope again, right?
I'm not even going to make that argument. I'm going to state the fact that it's almost scene for scene a remake of New Hope.
Yeah, but it's still good. 8
Yes.
sucks. 9 is fucking horrible.
Here, the way I'll put it is it's not a remake. It's supposed to be its own movie. And so for it to be a scene for scene remake, I think, while it's not objectively bad, almost disqualifies it as being a movie. It's basically a fan fiction of a previous Star Wars film.
Yeah, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah, but like, you got really high and watched paint drying. You might think that's a great movie.
What I do in my free time is none of your business.
All right. Rated R. Review scores.
Oh, no.
You ready?
Sure.
IMDb.
Okay.
6.0.
Okay.
Yeah, you excited?
That's not bad.
Tomato meter. 28%. Audience score. 59.
Okay. Look, I got nothing. Keep going.
Who do we normally agree with?
Yeah. I know, Ben.
Awards. 3 wins. 2 nominations.
Okay, it actually won some stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but I was looking. They're not necessarily like the greatest.
Okay.
Like
well,
one was a Saturn Award.
a what?
A Saturn Award.
I don't know what that is.
It's not necessarily great.
Okay.
One was for, I think that Catalonian Film Festival gave it one.
God damn, that place is always coming up.
But it was for like best remake.
Oh.
And I read the other things it was against, and
Not a good field.
not a good year for remakes. 2000 what?
2007.
I think it was 2008 when they were doing because it was the
Ugh.
2008 festivals.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
All right, notable actors.
Oh, please.
It is stacked though. This
Yeah,
took me
okay,
forever.
Okay, this will be fun then, because at least I'll know people.
Scout Taylor Compton as Laurie Strode.
Whoa. What? It's what?
What?
Where's Jamie Lee Curtis?
Pop, it's a remake.
I don't care. Now,
Did you think Jamie Lee Curtis was going to be playing a like 15-year-old?
I don't know, man.
Bob, she's
old.
she's an old woman.
I know.
In 2007, she was also an old woman.
But I was just kind of hoping that they would I don't know.
love that's what threw you off. Are you already upset?
Yeah.
Did you not think this through?
No, not really.
'Cause you were like, I got this. The fact that the most obvious thing has now set you off is kind of concerning.
I just look.
Maybe she'll do a good job. Maybe you'll like this version of Laurie Strode. Maybe you'll like it.
I'll try.
Or maybe you'll hate it, and
This might be
you'll
the most
really
sad
angry
I've ever
when we
been on
get
an
off
episode.
the podcast. All right, she also played Grace Covington in The Long Night,
That sounds familiar.
2022. You ready?
Yeah.
Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Samuel Loomis.
He's back.
Well, yeah, it's a remake, Bob.
I know, but but
But it's not the Loomis.
No, it's not. No, it's not him. It's not the guy.
But it's Malcolm McDowell. He's pretty good.
That's exciting.
Yeah, but you're gonna do comparisons the whole time.
Ugh.
It's a remake, so you know how
Yeah.
it is. Alex in A Clockwork Orange.
I haven't seen
the
that.
main character. Of
I've
A
heard it's very
Clockwork
good
Orange. Tyler Mane as Michael Myers.
Oh.
You actually know this guy?
Do I?
Mm-hmm. He's Sabretooth in X-Men.
Oh, yeah, I do know this guy.
There you go. He also worked with Rob Zombie works with a lot of the same people,
Oh, that's nice.
which shows him that he's a decent director
Mhm.
that he does that, and that people were willing to work with him again. But he was I think he played Rufus in Devil's Rejects, which is the second
Oh,
House of
okay.
a Thousand Corpses movie.
Oh, did they get a different dude? I guess it's probably a different
I
setting.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of cool.
Don't quote me on that because I read it a while ago and I didn't write
Okay.
it down. But I think his role in that film was Rufus. Brad Dourif as Sheriff Lee Brackett.
Ah, he's back. The sheriff. Like, I know this is a remake, but I just don't, like, think about it.
Now, okay, do you know who Brad Dourif is?
No.
Okay, first of all, looking at his IMDb page,
Mm-hmm.
so it gives you like what he's most famous for. And I'm looking at his face, I'm like, this guy looks familiar. And
Okay.
I'm looking at like his most famous roles, and I'm like, okay, yeah, these are well known, but this doesn't seem right. For instance, he was Wormtongue in one of the Lord of the Rings. I believe that's the character's name.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's up there. And then I started scrolling through his page, and I just had one of those moments where, oh, I'm fucking stupid. How did I forget who this was? Yeah, he's Charles Lee Ray, a.k.a. Chucky, in the entire Child's Play franchise.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, he's Chucky.
Okay. He's the voice, I assume. And, like, the killer man.
Yeah, back in the first movie.
Yeah.
When you get to see him for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, when he dies. Okay.
Anyways, I want to point that out. Super weird, because, like, that's how I know him.
Yeah.
For me, that's his most famous role, because he's been in
Every
every
single
Chucky
one, yeah.
ever, but it's not, like, how IMDb recognizes him,
That's so weird.
which is bizarre.
Because it's probably organized by, like, I would assume, like, because that's technically voice acting or whatever, it's probably, like, farther down the list because no one
I think
recognizes
it's-
his face.
I think it's organized by how successful that movie was and how, like, high up his role was on that list.
Child's Play, you should be number one.
Yeah, but the other things were pretty big movies.
Okay.
Like, financially big movies.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I
one
guess-
of them was Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, okay.
It was just a weird thing, because I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Daeg Faerch, Daeg
Okay.
Faerch.
Okay. I think they got accurate enough.
He's playing Michael Myers, age 10.
Oh, we get to see 10-year-old Michael again. Okay.
He was also Michael in Hancock.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Sherry Moonzombie as
No.
Deborah Myers.
Okay, she has a different name, but fine.
Who?
I don't know who this is.
Michael's mom.
Okay. I was like, his sister's name was Judith. I don't know who Deborah
And
is.
who was this in the movie we just watched?
I don't remember her name, actually.
Baby.
Baby, that's
Firefly.
what it was. Those names of those people are so hard to remember.
The one with the cackle.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also not Michael Myers, Rob Zombie's wife.
Yeah. Baby Firefly and House Without the Corpses. William Forsyth as Ronnie White. He's also played Sheriff Wydell in The Devil's Rejects, which is the House of a Thousand Corpses
Okay.
sequel.
Oh, we know about they mentioned that guy by name
Yeah, Sheriff
in
Wydell.
Now 1,000 Corpses.
Mhm.
I recognized it. Huh.
I can tell you this now, because you probably won't watch it for a while.
I mean, I'll
she didn't
probably
like
end
the
up
first
watching it
movie.
on this podcast.
But, like, there's a pretty decent carryover from the first film to the second film.
Well, that's good. At least it has that going for it.
Udo Kier,
Whoa.
Udokier. I think it might be German.
These people have a lot of interesting names.
As Morgan Walker. Okay, so there's going to be one role he's more well known for, and then one role you're going to know him for.
Okay.
So the one role he's kind of well known for is Adolf Hitler from Hunters.
No.
I think he's German. He plays a lot of German characters.
Okay.
He's also played Adolf Hitler a couple times, which is
Whoa. He's a Hitler actor, huh?
interesting. Doesn't really look like Hitler.
Well, I mean, maybe he can do a good Hitler. I don't know.
I think he's just German.
Okay.
But yeah, he was Adolf Hitler from Hunters. So he was on 6 episodes into 2023. He was also Ronald Camp in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Do you know the rich dude?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I love that movie.
Yeah, with the rich dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite
this guy.
movies. Oh my gosh. That movie's so funny.
Clint Howard
Oh, he's in this. Whoa, that's cool.
as Dr. Coplinson.
Okay.
He's also Stanley Coopersmith in Evil Speak. I've been talking to Bob about who Clint Howard is.
Yeah, well, it's because Darcy's into Clint Howard.
Yeah.
And I just keep
Darcy's
getting,
really into
she's
Clint Howard.
really into Clint Howard, and it is concerning.
Nah, she just loves that man. Like, I've told you about it. There's a whole... Darcy's the male girl from
Joe
The
Bob.
Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. But there was a whole night where it was the Clint Howard night that Darcy organized.
That's awesome.
It was Evil Speak and The Ice Cream Man,
Hmm.
two of like his pretty well-known films.
Yeah.
There's a Clint Howard song
There's a
that she got
song?
made for him.
That's awesome, man.
All right.
You're still going?
Oh, yeah.
God bless.
You ready for this one?
Oh.
I don't think you're ready for this one.
Oh God.
Danny Trejo?
Whoa! Didn't I just talk about Danny Trejo yesterday?
I think so.
I was literally like, oh man, it'd be cool if Danny Trejo was in a movie. that we were gonna watch on the
You were
podcast.
talking about House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, awesome.
As Ishmael Cruz. Now,
a lot of these characters are not from the original movie.
here's something. I went down a rabbit hole on this because I was like, there's no way this is true. And then I started kind of reading, and I was like, oh, my God, I think this is a thing. So Danny Trejo, his famous role, is Machete.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
From
Yeah.
Machete.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a character named Machete in another movie. Do you know what movie that is?
No.
Actually, in a series of movies. Spy Kids.
Oh, yeah. Danny Trejo's in Spy Kids as Machete.
Mhm.
I knew that.
I think it's the same character.
It is. No, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Bizarre.
Very bizarre.
Because those
I
are
love Danny Trejo.
two very different genres.
Danny Trejo is one of those actors that is turned influencer, and he is so enjoyable.
I know. I just didn't know that. Because, like, I knew his name in that movie's Machete,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, there's no way that's the
No, it's
same
the same guy.
Machete.
Yeah.
'Cause it was just, like, the name he used for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. Same character.
Yeah.
Also, Spy Kids came first. So Machete's from Spy Kids,
Yeah.
not Machete. Just putting that out there.
I mean, a lot of Danny Trejo just shows up in random people's YouTube content, and every time he's a blast. I love that man.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite actors.
Lou Temple as Noel Kluggs. He's
Kluggs.
Adam Banjo in The Devil's Rejects.
Jesus Christ.
Again, he works with people a lot.
Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of people.
But also,
Be working
Devil's
with.
Rejects came out in 2005, so it was like Rab Zombie's
Okay.
last movie before this. Tom Towles as Larry Redgrave. He was Otis in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh, we've talked about watching that,
Yes, we have.
and that scares me. That one does.
The serial killer movie.
Yeah.
Like a pretty legit serial killer movie.
Uh-huh.
Bill Moseley as Zach Z-Man Garrett.
He's back.
Yeah, he was Otis in House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah. Looked
Yeah.
like looked like Riff Raff. In House of Thousand Corpses, he did. He
was
just
Chop
looked like
Top
Riff
in,
Raff.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's probably one of the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
You just have a hard on for that movie.
I think it's so funny.
I haven't seen it, so I don't
The
know.
first one's probably objectively a better film, but the second one's so funny.
Oh, you have my syndrome with this one. The first one's a better movie, but you like the second one more.
It's such a meme.
Yeah.
Have I shown you the cover art?
Yeah, I've seen it. We've
It's just a
talked about it.
parody of The Breakfast Club, and it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Leslie Easterbrook as Patty Frost. She's Mother Firefly in The Devil's Rejects,
Oh, okay.
but not House of a Thousand Corpses. Different actress.
Okay.
Danielle Harris as Annie Brackett. She plays Mary Beth Dunstan in Hatchet 2.
Oh, god damn it.
They switch out the actresses, so she's Mary Beth 2
From-
on.
Okay.
And then Skylar Gizondo as Tommy Doyle. Now, I looked at this fucker's picture, this little shit's picture. I was like, where the fuck do I know you from?
Okay.
I started scrolling down his IMDb list, and I was like, ah! Yeah, he plays young Sean in Psych.
I haven't fucking seen Psych. God dang it.
He plays the main character in the flashbacks when he's a kid.
Okay. Okay.
No issue with that actor. I know calling him a little shit, but it was just like this moment of, who are you and why do I know your face?
It's very interesting to me that you mentioned Tommy Doyle at this point.
Yeah.
Because that was a nothing character in the original.
Yeah.
I hope he gets screen time or gets murdered.
Well, you have to remember Tommy Doyle was one of the kids that Laurie Strode was babysitting.
Yeah.
So, like... if
Yeah,
you're
but he's just
making-
kind of there.
Yeah, but if you're making a remake, you might as well keep what you can the same,
Sure.
like the character names.
Look.
And a intrinsic part of Laurie Strode's character is that she's a babysitter
Yeah.
during the murders.
All I have
She's
to
not
say
having
is,
sex.
well, she's not the one having sex because they got murdered. They
And
got
so-
stuck to a wall.
Who are the kids she's babysitting?
Yeah.
Tommy Doyle and this other girl.
Yeah. I'm just. Look. Do you have more actors? Are we still going on actors?
That's it for
Okay.
now.
So now I can have a little bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
I know what to kind of expect, but I just hope that it has some essence of the original. Just give me something. Just give me a little bit.
I mean, the characters are there. They might just behave differently.
I do want Crazed Man Dr. Loomis because I feel like Rob Zombie could give us that.
I mean, it's a different actor this time.
It's true.
And
You're right.
that's the same thing that's going to happen is like the issue I think a lot of people have with remakes, especially for movies they really love, is different actors act differently. So like Malcolm McDowell's great actor, but he has a very different style than Donald Pleasance.
Yeah.
Not to mention this is written by a completely different person,
Mm-hmm.
and that affects stuff too.
And also
so
the music isn't by
The
John
characters might
Carpenter.
act different.
That
Well,
makes me sad.
I believe the theme song, the John Carpenter theme song, is still in here.
Nice. Okay, that helps.
Anyways, writer-director Rob Zombie also directed Halloween 2, which we're going to watch
Yeah.
soon. And that's going to come out on Monday. Budget was $15 million.
God
estimated
bless.
Box office, 80.4 million.
This guy just prints money.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a Halloween film.
I know,
What
but
do you
like,
expect?
if I remember correctly, the Turn Up for a House of Thousand Corpses was actually quite large as well.
I mean, he's a rock star.
That's
Like-
what I'm saying. This is why they keep letting him make movies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say letting him make movies because people like his films, I guess. But
Yeah.
like, crazy.
I think this was when he was at his most popular, though. too.
Yeah.
So it's the combination of him being very popular at the time and a Halloween film,
Mm-hmm.
and those combining together to be like the perfect storm. Plus advertising, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing ads for this movie all the fucking time when I was a kid.
Not to mention it was a remake, so people were excited
Mm-hmm.
because it was something different and
Yeah.
new. All right, Country of Origin, United States, also known as, like the working title, Halloween Retribution,
Okay.
which is a much better working title.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, I
Um,
hate that it's just called Halloween, but that's fine.
I hate that too. So that's why I
It's
like
annoying.
Halloween Retribution is at least easier to refer to and be
Mhm.
specific than me going, Halloween 2007.
Yeah, or going Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah. I
Mm.
like doing Rob Zombie's Halloween more.
Yeah, I think it's more evocative of what it is.
But I think Retribution's fine. Doing research, I'm not sure if that was ever attached to this script or if it was like attached to another proposed script for this film.
Okay.
But it was a working title for the project at some point. All right, tagline: Evil has a destiny.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Alright.
I don't hate it.
You ready for the facts?
Okay.
I got some cool ones that you're gonna like today. So this film is the 9th installment in the Halloween franchise.
Holy fuck, we skipped a lot, didn't we?
Yes. The
We
last one we
skipped-
did was
6 movies.
3.
Yeah, we missed 6
The best Halloween film. And
I
say
hate
that
you.
because it makes Bob mad.
I hate you.
Season of the Witch.
Here we go. I'm putting this out there now. If I hate this more than Halloween 3, it's over.
I'm gonna have a good time if you hate this more than Halloween 3.
Oh, I hate Halloween 3.
Because you just hate Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Mostly because you were expecting Michael Myers and you were so excited.
I was so excited.
And then I didn't tell you and there was no Michael. Except for that little clip.
yeah, that you get to
Ah,
see.
you were so mad. It was so funny.
I was so because you fucking
I didn't even lie to you.
you tricked me
I didn't even trick you. You tricked yourself and then you got mad at me.
because you didn't look. You're lying by omission.
Not lying by omission. I'm just omitting. Well, no, you never asked me, so it's not even omission.
I didn't think I needed to ask.
Well, that was your mistake.
Hey Ben, is Michael Myers in this movie?
Yeah, I told you the Michael Myers actor.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, so I have to ask.
Oh, good. Yeah. I'm glad you're asking.
Oh God.
But yeah, 9th installment in the franchise, and it comes out 5 years after the last installment. Eventually, we'll get to some of the other Halloween movies.
Oh God.
Normally, I wouldn't be like, let's skip around, but this is a remake.
Yeah. So
and
there's
also,
nothing really tying it.
It's a Rob Zombie film, so it seemed more appropriate to do it now
Yeah.
rather than later.
If we don't get through all of his movies, we could always put Rob Zombie as a category on the board.
We're through most of them.
Yeah, we're kind of through. We'd have like 2, maybe 3.
So, this was a rabbit hole, but as far as I could find, there were 6 different directions proposed for this movie prior to Zombie being brought on to create the current film, so
Oh
the
my
remake.
God.
They are as follows, because I
Okay.
wrote them down. A crossover with the Hellraiser franchise.
I haven't seen Hellraiser.
Yeah, I know, so that one's not evocative for you.
No, but
That was like
I know a little bit.
a big discussion,
Really?
because this came out like
I guess when did Freddy vs. Jason come out?
a couple years before this.
Yeah, so I mean that was still AVP had probably come out.
Yeah, right around the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a lot of discussion around doing crossovers with a lot of these big killers because they were all like multiple movies in
Mm-hmm.
and they were starting to get old for a lot of people. So like, how do we bring in more numbers? We do crossovers.
Yeah.
And also there was really successful comic book crossovers between the killers
Oh, okay.
that are really well loved. And so, one of them was discussed Michael Myers and Hellraiser. But it didn't work out, but it was discussed very seriously. Like multiple scripts were made for that idea.
Wow.
And it was eventually like, I think they brought the idea before like a test group and they were all like, nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that was the first version. The next was assumedly a continuation of either the 4th or 5th Halloween film.
Is there a difference?
They were following one of the like main characters from that film.
Okay. Okay.
And that character features in both.
Interesting. Okay. It's kind of interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you the characters.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
watch
Don't,
those films
we'll watch
eventually.
them eventually, so I don't want to get spoiled. But
But I
still.
say fourth or fifth because I didn't know. The information I found just said it was following that character.
Okay, that makes sense.
A continuation of the 8th film.
What the fuck was 8?
That was the one that came out 5 years before this one.
Yeah.
So that was... I don't know off the top of my head.
5 years would have been 2002, so it wasn't H2O or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, Halloween 8 is not necessarily the most well-liked. Resurrection.
Halloween Resurrection. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the most well-liked. There's some things about it that are... I'm going to use the word memeable.
Okay.
And you'll learn when we get to it.
Oh, God.
So a continuation of the 8th film. A film about Michael breaking free from death row.
Okay, that actually sounds kind of hard.
I mean, it kind of would have been like, I don't know, like a prison break movie, but kind of like
Yeah.
the first movie, I guess, maybe? It depends on what angle they took it, you know?
I think it would be interesting if it was from the inmate's perspective.
Now, just watching Michael murder his way out of, like, a high-security prison,
That's kind of awesome.
that's kind of hard.
Because he just walks through doors already. Like,
Well,
come on.
That's a unique thing.
Well,
It just would be cool.
It
I'm
would
not
be
sure
really
where he'd
cool.
get his mask, though.
it'd be... I don't know. Maybe he just finds it. Maybe they never took it off and he just wears it in prison.
I don't think that's allowed.
I don't know why not.
Oh, you're going to love this one.
Okay.
You're not going to love this one.
Oh, God damn it.
A film about Michael returning to Smith's Grove Sanitarium. That's the place, like the
Yeah, that's
insane
the
asylum from
hospital.
the first movie.
Okay.
So it's about him returning to the asylum during the events of the 3rd Halloween film, your favorite, and the movie would have featured flashbacks to his childhood spent in the asylum during this like initial period.
Okay.
It actually sounds pretty cool,
That is kind of cool.
but it would make Halloween 3 Season of the Witch tie
Canon.
into the canon timeline,
And I'm not okay with that.
which would be interesting because we
Because
get
all
to
those
see.
kids die.
Well, yeah, which is
Maybe.
great.
Maybe all those kids die.
We
don't
always
know.
love killing kids on this podcast.
Oh, God.
But more importantly than dead kids is the fact that we get to see the original Halloween in that movie on TV.
That's true. Whoa. What does that mean for Michael?
It might have been I was going to make a joke, but you don't understand that reference because it's a Scream reference. It would have, I guess, mean they made a Halloween movie in the
Based
Halloween
on his
universe.
antics?
Yeah. and
That's kind of actually
it
cool.
was playing on TV. And then the last proposed idea was a continuation of the 6th Halloween film.
Or see what? I don't. What the fuck?
Which, if you're wondering, Halloween 6,
Is that H2O?
no.
Okay.
It's a different film.
Okay.
Halloween 6 is the continuation from Halloween 5.
So it goes 5, 6,
No, it goes
4, 5, 6,
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
and then 7 and 8 are different.
7 is, I think, H2O.
Okay, that would make sense actually.
And then 8 is the Resurrection,
Resurrection,
which
yeah.
is a continuation of 7. And then
Okay.
9 is its own thing because that's the Rob Zombie one.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Look, I know the Halloween timeline is not that confusing compared to other timelines we've witnessed on this podcast. It still confuses me.
Well, yeah, because we didn't even discuss the fact that I say it was like 1, 2, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, and then 7, 8. But I'm not telling you where 7 starts. Like what came before 7 that's canon in 7, you know?
Okay. What the
Stuff
fuck?
like that.
Oh,
You know
we'll
how
have
it
fun
is.
when we get there, I guess.
So, we're not even mentioning the remakes. The other remakes.
Oh, the
Because
new
there's
ones.
now 2 version remake kind of things. Well, the
I
new
was thinking about
Halloween was a
the new
soft
trilogy.
reboot.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new trilogy.
I don't even want to watch those.
Okay, so you're either really going to like this or you're really going to hate it. Or maybe both.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster right now.
I think it's both.
Okay.
Okay, so when Rob Zombie was offered to do this,
Mr. Robert Zombie.
he went to John Carpenter and he
Oh.
told him he was like making a remake.
Yeah.
To basically get his permission to do so,
Of course. That's awesome.
which is a really nice thing to do.
Yeah.
And Carpenter basically said to him, "Go ahead, but make it your own."
Okay,
And
Mr.
so-
Carpenter. Listen here, John.
I just want you to know that, like, did he get John Carpenter's blessings to do whatever he wants? Yes.
Listen.
Was he told to make it his own thing? Yes.
Okay.
So keep that in mind if it's different.
Look, I know you don't listen to my podcast, John. We're on a first name basis, me and John. I
and
follow
Johnny
you on
Boy.
Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, John, if this is a bad movie and I hate it, I'm blaming you.
Well, I mean, I actually think that's pretty great.
No,
right?
that is great, actually. Like, I genuinely
Both
like that he
from,
did
like,
that.
Rob Zombie asking,
Yeah.
But also John Carpenter going like,
Yeah.
you can't remake my movie the way I would,
No.
so do your own thing.
And I think that's super dope.
And so I think, like, it's respectable even if you don't like what Rob Zombie made.
Yeah.
Because, like, he did his own thing.
Man.
May not
Oh,
be your
God.
thing,
I hope it's my thing.
but it is a thing.
Look, all I want from this movie, just let me watch Michael annihilate some people.
Also, I will
in a
say,
classic Michael style.
part of the reason John Carpenter might have been like, hey, do your own thing, is because, remember, this was the 9th movie. So,
Yeah.
you know, there is, like 5 films featuring Michael Myers after Halloween 1 and 2,
Yeah.
where people have tried to do what John Carpenter did.
It's so look,
And so he was like, I want to see something new with these characters.
you can't replicate the original. The original has so much. There's so much about the original that is just not doable anymore.
It was unique to the time period.
Yeah, and it's so ingrained in the period that like you just can't. Like it's impossible in the modern day and age unless you really, 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 really took your time and tried, and even then you'd fuck it up. Probably.
You can't. It's just a product of its time, and
Yeah,
things that worked then don't work now, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
You just got to do your own thing.
I
and hope
watched
for the
that movie
best.
less than a week ago.
Yeah, you watch it all the time.
It's like a comfort movie.
I mean, yeah, because it's the only like slasher movie we really watched. It's like one of the big ones.
Yeah, that's what it's great for having on in the background.
That's because you've seen it so many times now.
Well, yeah, it's fair, but it still hits every time. It still hits. Still good.
So, on that note of Zombie doing his own thing, apparently Rob Zombie's goal with Michael Myers in this film was to reinvent him, both to make the character scarier and closer to real-life psychopaths.
Okay,
So
I'm into that, actually.
That's the vibe he's going for.
I'm a fan of that because I personally don't find Michael that scary because, first of all, I've seen the movie a billion times now, but also, I just don't think he's very scary. He's intimidating for sure, and he's like a menace, but not scary. If you can make Michael Myers scary, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Look.
Keep in mind, we're missing 5 Michael Myers movies.
It's true. It's
So,
true.
He might be scary in those. But yeah,
He might
Rob
be.
Zombie's trying to do a more, I don't know, gritty version.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So that's what he's going for.
That
So
could
just
be
keep
cool.
that in mind. Next, a work print version of this film was leaked online 4 days prior to the film's theatrical release.
Oh, that sucks.
So I just wanted to mention that because that kind of sucks for
That
their
does suck.
sales.
That sucks for sales, but they still made $80 million.
No, they still did amazing. I think it's just worth mentioning that like that's a real screw over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially because like do you know what a work print version is?
Not really.
So basically, like the work print version is the version of the film that is almost ready for screening, like a release screening. Basically,
Okay.
they finish the film, they edit it, it's done, and then they'll go screen it to a test audience, and that's like the
Oh.
work print version.
Okay.
And so it's also the version that they then remove a bunch of stuff from usually
Mhm.
because they're like, oh, that didn't land well.
You want to know why I know what that is?
Why?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Ah.
What is it? Thundergoat Express?
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
God damn it with your it's always Sunny references.
The new season
we do
starts
them all
soon.
the time.
I'm excited.
But
New
long
season.
story short, like for instance, the work print version of this film had some, let's say, less than stellar stuff in it that got removed.
Okay. Interesting. Any Michael eating dog scenes?
From in the work print version that got
Yeah.
removed. No.
Okay. Well, I get to see Michael
as far
eating
as
dog
I
in this
know.
one?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I mean, I do know, but like I'm not gonna tell you.
I know you're not
either
going
way.
to tell me. I always like to ask things, and you keep telling me I should ask, so I'm asking.
Yeah, but like, you can go onto that website. Does the dog die? Have you ever
Is that
heard
a
of
website?
that? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like
Hmm.
some people really, really don't like watching animals die in movies.
Yeah.
So there's a literal website for like. I think it's very specifically. Does the dog die?
Oh my
I don't ever
gosh.
use it because I don't really care. But
I
like,
mean, I don't really care that much either, but
some people get really sad and they won't watch movies where like the dog dies. So
man, they shouldn't watch All Dogs Go to Heaven.
yeah.
Movies all
Can't do
about dead
that.
dogs.
All right. Last fun fact.
Okay.
So the film received the widest theatrical release of any previous Halloween films. It released to 3,478 theaters in North America.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's actually quite rad.
Large release, which is part of why it did
Yeah.
80 million.
God.
All right. We can either mention this now or we can mention this after. I have the list of the people who are going to be at the convention.
What did we do last time?
Well, last time we did it after, but you said we forgot to do it at the beginning. So which way do you want it?
We'll keep doing it after.
Okay. I think last time we did it at the
In the outro, because we forgot.
the outro, and we meant to do it in the.
Yeah, because
post
god,
movie.
that one has like a 15-minute outro. I forgot about that.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, that's all I got then.
All right. I guess we'll see you guys after the movie. Hi everybody, welcome back. We just finished watching Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yep. Thoughts, Benjamin?
I don't know. I don't hate this one. In fact, as far as remakes go, I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah. I was
Like, yeah.
surprised. I went in. Look, you all heard the pre-movie. I was not excited to watch this movie. I was like
No.
dreading it. I was having a terrible time. While I don't think it's a perfect movie or anything, I don't hate it. And, you know, I think we've said this a couple times on the show. Sometimes remakes don't deserve to be made.
Very rarely do
Very
remakes deserve to be made.
I'm not saying this movie deserved to be made, but it's different enough that
To kind of be its own thing.
it's kind of its own thing,
Yeah. Like
which
I said,
I'm okay with.
not a bad remake as far as remakes go.
No, not at all.
It has its issues.
It does have issues, and I'll talk
There's-
about those.
There's definitely some stylistic things, some choices that were made,
Some definite choices.
but not bad.
No, not look, not House of a Thousand Corpses, okay? I did not enjoy myself during that movie. This movie, I at least had fun. Like, I at least,
No, you seem to enjoy yourself for most of it.
yeah, well, there's some moments where I went, okay, well, I kind of don't like what's happening, but that's fine, because that happens.
There was one moment, I think I clipped it, where you were just so done when
Yeah.
something happened.
Yeah.
A
I
certain
was-
character was introduced.
Yeah, I got really mad.
Hint, hint. It was Laurie Strode.
Yeah. Because, dude, okay, look, I get that his dialogue and his writing is like a stylistic thing. Oh my god, it does not work for half of these characters. They should not speak like that. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I told you, it's kind of a jarring thing for a lot of people.
It is atrocious.
In fact, I would say it's probably most people's biggest issue with this film.
Like, literally, the first line Laurie Strode delivers is about how the dude at the hardware store wants to bang her.
Yeah.
And, like, is a pervert. Like, I'm like, come on. Like, that's just not something that a 15-year-old girl would say in front of her parents the way she did. And, like, grabbing at her boobs like that. It just wouldn't happen. That's
they were
not
technically
normal.
bagel boobs.
They were technically bagel boobs, Ben is correct. But still, you know,
All right.
I can look past that and see the good in this film.
Yeah. You seem to struggle with it sometimes, but you got there.
There were some moments where I was like, my God.
Too far.
Rob Zombie, you've done it again.
I guess you want to go into, like, the description of the movie?
Sure.
Okay. So, this film can basically be divided into two parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say the first half, second half, I don't necessarily mean, like, perfectly halfway through the film.
Yeah.
I just mean there's a big time jump.
Yeah, there's a shift.
So, the second half is basically the first Halloween movie,
Yeah,
just straight up. And then the first half is all new content.
which I thought was cool.
Not all new. It's basically the cold open for the original Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
plus a bunch of, like,
Extra stuff.
extra background content, and then Michael's time at the psychiatric ward.
Which we don't get to see almost any of in the original.
And, I mean, there's not much to describe here.
Mm-mm.
Basically, it goes the way you think. Like, we get to see how
Yeah.
shitty Michael's home life is,
Oh, it's god-awful.
how that's led him to be sociopathic,
Oh, yeah.
and then we watch his escalation of killing small animals to killing a bully
To killing people.
to killing people. Well, the bully was a person.
The bully was a person. But,
And by the
yeah.
way, was the kid, the boy from Spy Kids.
Yeah, the bully was the dude from Spy Kids. Which
What?
was very funny to witness.
It went small animals. What was rat, cat,
Yeah, dog.
kid with bat,
You could call it a bat, sure.
shitty stepdad,
Oh, God, he sucks so much. I'm not saying he deserved to die, but holy fuck, he sucked.
guy boning his sister, and then his sister.
Yeah, the guy boning his sister was kind of collateral damage.
And then it's basically, he goes to the psych ward and
Yeah.
his time there. And then there's the big time skip to, like, 15 years later.
Mm-hmm.
And then once 15 years later happen, it's honestly not scene for scene, but it is, like,
Very much.
straight up the original movie.
Yeah.
Like, all the beats are there.
Yeah, and I like that, and I talked about this during the movie, we get almost every single scene from the original, but they're in different orders, and they're done differently.
Is the order different?
Yeah, because by the time, I guess spoilers for the original Halloween right now,
Yeah.
and this one, because I don't really know if we can talk about all the spoiling stuff because we're kind of doing a comparison here.
Yeah.
The death of Linda and Bob comes after Annie's dead.
Fair. I guess that's true.
That comes well after Annie's dead, actually.
And they start with Linda and Bob.
And they start with Linda and Bob, which actually, it's very similar to the original scene, and I really liked it.
No, yeah. So a lot of the scenes are like pretty close
Mm-hmm.
homages, especially in the second half. To be honest, the big difference between the original Halloween movie and this one is how truncated it is.
Mm-hmm.
By the time the 15-year time skip happens and like the setup happens, because it takes a little bit of time for Michael to escape the asylum.
Yeah. Which we get to see.
There's only like 40 minutes left in the movie.
Yeah.
That includes credits. So it's really only 30 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
So they take the original Halloween movie, which is, what, like an hour?
An hour and a half? Yeah. Pretty
and
standard.
like take it down to 1/3 the time.
Yeah.
Which is...
I don't hate.
I don't hate, but it has the downside of getting rid of like all the suspense,
Mm-hmm.
and they just replace it with like action,
Yeah.
which is basically this film's MO.
Yeah.
It's a more violent, gritty version, less suspenseful, but
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you like.
Yeah, and I could see where they tried to keep the same sort of stalkerish vibe of Michael. It just doesn't work when you're not given the time to do it. Because there are lots of moments once we meet Lori and all of our friends where Michael's watching them like he did in the original, but it just
I don't care.
it doesn't hit the same. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care because I'm just wanting to see him murder people.
Because not only is the build-up to you seeing Michael watching super well thought out in the original,
Mhm.
like you see him in the background in a car first before you fully see him, but it's also like 20, 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
In this one, we see him stalking, I think, twice.
The whole time. And what sucks is you see him do a single violent thing before he stalks, and that's kill his sister.
Yeah.
In this, he's killed his sister, some dude on the shitter, a bunch of guards.
Yeah, no, he has a much higher body count in this film.
He goes hard,
Yeah.
which is cool. Like, it's fun, but it's not the same.
Yeah. So that's kind of the comparison for the later scenes out of the way. I mean, I think when you're talking this film, the really big thing you have to talk about is the early stuff.
Yeah, because it's all new stuff.
It's
and
basically all new
interesting.
content.
And that's what really saved this film for me is like, how do I put this?
It's essentially a prequel.
Yeah, it's essentially a lot of extra Michael backstory that we didn't see. And while I don't think it's my favorite part of the movie, I'm really glad that it was included because I think it allows it to be its own thing.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't included, it would just be basically a almost scene-for-scene remake with the scene shuffled up.
Which wouldn't have been worth it.
Wouldn't have been worth it because you don't get any of the vibe is just completely different. That's the thing.
Did you like the younger Michael stuff?
It's fine. I enjoy. So here's what I'll say. I came in with a different mindset, and you telling me that Rob Zombie was going for a psychopath, like serial killer MO, and
Yeah.
then seeing the early Michael stuff sets it up really well, actually. It sets up that sort of style extremely well. I just don't know if the front half mixes with the back half super well. That's my thing.
No, yeah. To be honest, I think the exploration of like a little sociopathic kid,
Mm-hmm.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I also kind of enjoy seeing masked up Michael in the asylum.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's
cool.
also pretty cool. Just big dude,
Yeah.
long hair, and the back half. There's nothing really much to say about that, I think. But you're right. I don't necessarily think that the first half really drives well
Yeah.
I don't think the first half really drives well too much with the later half.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily because it's a complete tonal shift.
It's not really a complete tonal shift because they try to be suspenseful, but it doesn't really work.
But it's more because the character that is Michael Myers 15 years prior at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
is just too different
Yeah.
from the Michael Myers that's a grown-up dude.
Yeah, and
wears
there's
a
no,
mask.
it doesn't really, there's no reason for the change. It just sort of just happens. They just go, you
I
haven't
mean-
spoken in 15 years.
It's like, there's some inciting incidents, which we'll leave out,
Yeah.
and just general underlying mental health issues. To be honest, my
Mhm.
read on the whole situation is Michael might have some disassociation problems
I was going to say psychosis.
and psychosis that causes him to be like...
Yeah, because one of the
pretty
big
bad.
things that surprised me was one of the first times Loomis interviews Michael straight goes, I don't remember doing that.
Well, that's why I said he disassociated.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's just a completely different character
Mm-hmm.
in such a way where it's almost like, I don't see how we got from point A to
point B.
B
Yeah,
in the situation we were given.
exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
Just in a very different way. Because, I'm going to say this, is probably my biggest issue with the film, besides the dialogue. Kid Michael's just a little shit. I don't
Yeah.
like him.
He's not great.
Like, I'm not necessarily supposed to like a little sociopath kid,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I kind of like the original OG Kid Michael.
Yeah.
It's just quiet. We see him for half a second, but I can see how that became Big Michael.
Yeah, you can.
This one, I feel like, becomes a whiny adult.
Yeah. And the thing is, they set up Kid Michael for you to have some sympathy for him.
Yeah.
Because he has a shitty, shitty home life. But
They
just,
follow through well.
no, it doesn't fall
Like,
through well at all.
His transition from, like, sympathetic to completely deranged
It's just like,
is immediate.
it's just like a snap of the fingers. Just it happens for no reason.
It almost feels like they didn't have as much time as they needed for the beginning part.
Mm-hmm. Because they had to
Because
include
they
the
wanted-
entire back half.
The back half.
Yeah.
But if they had just cut the back half
And just done the whole movie as young Michael or something.
yeah, until his escape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have Big Michael escaping the asylum.
And then the movie could end. You could have a second one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fine.
It just maybe too much in one film.
Yeah, it's a lot to fit into one movie. My other thing is, the reason Michael is a sympathetic character is because he has a shitty home life. And in the beginning, he kills the people that wrong him. But afterwards, he just starts killing people for no reason. It feels like there's just a shift of, oh, I'm killing them because they suck, and I have a reason to, I'm just killing them because I can.
Yeah.
Which makes me lose all sympathy pretty quickly. Like, as
Yeah.
soon as he killed the dude that was banging his sister, I was like, well, you lose all my sympathy. He didn't do anything to you. He was literally just there.
Well, that we see.
I guess that's true. You're right, that we see. But,
I think you mean the people later on.
yeah, those people too.
Like, after the 15-year skip. But at least that can be explained away as
I mean, he's been locked in a room. Not
he's
talking.
completely lost it
He's lost his mind,
after
yeah.
15 years. I don't know. I guess my thing is I have just mixed thoughts about this movie.
I have mixed thoughts too.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Amazing.
No.
It's different
It's different, and I think it's different enough to have deserved being made.
to deserve being made. But I prefer the original one.
I also prefer the original, but I think everyone would do that about me. I think that was a
Yeah.
fact that was, not hidden before we watched it.
Do you have anything you want to discuss with it?
Um,
Like, specifically? I mean, we kind of were a little bit all over the place, but I think we covered
we covered most of what
Most of
I
it.
wanted to cover.
dialogue's not great.
Dialogue's not great. You know what I think is actually really cool? You told me this at the beginning. He wanted to make a grittier version of Halloween. I think he achieved that greatly, especially the ending. I think the ending of this might be the perfect way to end a grittier version of this film.
Yeah.
I like it a fuck ton, actually.
Yeah.
I don't prefer it over the original ending, of course,
No.
but I think it's just such a good way to do it.
No, it's definitely grittier. And one of the things you'll see in this film is, like, Laurie's beat up by the end,
People get beat up.
which is cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, while this is, like, a grittier film, and they really go for, like, a heavier emphasis on the brutality
Mm-hmm.
involved in, like, Michael and the way he kills people,
And the way he interacts with the environment.
yet it lacked, like, gore in a weird way.
Yeah, it's not as... I kind of expected more, like, viscera.
Like,
There's just a lot of blood, but
one
no
of the
actual...
early kills. Yeah, sorry.
But no actual, like, gore.
No.
It's just blood.
One of the early kills is Michael beats a guy, like, his skull in with a baseball
Yeah.
bat, and you'd expect his head to be caved in, but it just looks like he has blood, like, dampening his
All
hair.
in his hair, because he had long hair.
And it's
It's
just
like, meh.
not, like, the greatest.
It's not brutal in the way you want it to be when you're looking at someone as hulking as Michael in this film.
So it feels gritty, but it also feels like there's something missing.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. I will say I think a lot of the deaths, they do a really good job at doing, like, what's the word, like fake deaths essentially, like twitching and shit. I think all that's just really good, and I think it adds to the grit.
I
'Cause
wouldn't say fake deaths. I'd say, like, death throws.
Yeah, their death throws in this movie are really cool. I think they're good, and they add some weight to everything.
It's a nice little addition.
Like, spoiler, I guess, the scene where he kills Bob and pins him to the wall, that happens in this movie. Super cool.
Yeah.
In the original, Bob just goes limp. In this one, he fucking twitches and fights, and it's gnarly.
That whole scene's done a lot more brutally.
Yeah.
Just like you can see the knife get shoved in and, like, forcing through the sternum and
Mm-hmm.
like twitches. But I mean, I think it's that fact that, again, besides the fact that this movie's more gritty and, like, brutal, it's the difference between the original films. Like, it sounds weird, but it's calm
It's a serene movie.
Silent.
Mm-hmm.
So the characters doing stuff like that doesn't fit the tone.
Mm-hmm.
And so because this is such a different tone, you can explore stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else? I really don't. I really just have nothing to say about this film. Not because it's bad, but just
No.
because it's, I don't know, kind of meh.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Not meh bad, but just I don't have strong feelings one way or the other.
Yeah.
Besides some of the dialogue. I hate
It's the
biggest thing for me.
Atrocious, dude. It's
just-
so fucking bad.
It's not even bad. It's just jarring.
It's jarring because
Just
it
doesn't
doesn't
fit.
fit any of the characters that use it.
And then some characters talk a little bit funky.
Yeah.
Like, Bob got really turned off by one of the characters calling another sexy.
Because it was,
That happens sometimes amongst friends, but
it was weird.
it just weirded Bob out.
Oh, I do have something I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You know, Michael in the original 2 films is a big guy.
No, yeah, but he is huge in
He's
this.
gargantuan in this. And you know what? I like Michael in this movie. I like the actor. I think he's cool.
He did a good job.
He did a really good job at being a giant monster of a man, which is something I loved because one of my favorite parts of Halloween 2 is when Michael just starts saying, doors don't exist, fuck them. It just starts walking through doors like it's nothing. Does that multiple times in this movie. He does that to all kinds of stuff. Just walks right through it. Fuck it. It makes him so fucking intimidating. When he's just like, yeah, fuck this wall. Just power walks through it. It's awesome.
I mean, that's how he got his name.
Can we call the episode Michael Has a Middle Name?
Yeah, but what's his middle name, Bob?
Fuck. I don't remember. I was too busy laughing. You said it like multiple times too.
I
And
know I did.
Was it Michael Fuck Doors Myers?
No.
What was it? I don't remember. I genuinely
I'm
don't.
going to make you scrub for it.
I'm not gonna scrub for it,
I'm going to make you
bitch.
scrub for it.
Oh my god. I'm
Make
not
this
going
show
to.
work.
I'm not going to.
All right.
But what I was getting to is Michael in this movie insanely strong too. And I think they play with that a lot better than in the original. Because in the original he's strong, but in this one he's like superhuman strong. Like ripping handcuffs off of his wrists and shit. I just think,
Not superhuman. I'd say strong.
yeah, I guess.
Like, most of the stuff he breaks through is like wood or rotten wood.
Yeah.
The most impressive thing he breaks are like he's chained up in the asylum
Mm-hmm.
and he's wearing like chains and stuff, and they go through like rings that are connected, and he
Yeah.
pops those off, which is super impressive, but is not like superhuman.
I guess more what I'm saying is because of the tone of this film and that we're going for a grittier version, the fact that they made him stronger and bigger is super cool because it adds weight behind the attacks he throws at people that make it feel rewarding whenever you see their face come up covered in blood because it's like, yeah, that fucking hurt.
Yeah, I mean, they're just physically emphasizing the things that make Michael the scariest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, besides the teleportation.
That's just funny.
Because like in the first one, they got an intimidating dude, but not
No one near
the
this
most
size, dude.
intimidating they possibly could.
Like, this guy's fucking huge. Like,
And so,
you see
yeah.
him standing next to people that you see as big, and he's bigger.
That might also just be like camera angle stuff too.
I guess, but, I mean, he was definitely, like, a solid 1.5 feet taller than that dude on the pooper.
Yeah, he's big.
He was huge, and that was a big guy. I don't know. I just like that he's so big and, like, intimidating in this film. Because I think it fits the tone of the movie and what they're going for.
Yeah.
Do you have any post-movie talking points?
I got the people who are coming as guests.
Oh, we should talk about that. Nice. We almost forgot again. Here, trash cans over here.
You almost forgot again. I remembered.
Ooh. Sorry if we sound manic or ridiculous. It's way too late early in the morning.
Yeah, we've been up. We're filming this after work.
Mm-hmm.
We work night shift, like third shift. So it is 9 right now.
Is it really 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know when I woke up?
What's up?
12, like noon
I've been up since
yesterday.
3 p.m.
We're doing great.
Yep. Look, we got a lot of shit to record. We can't do it all the time.
Yeah.
We're both very busy with other bullshit this week, too. So that's why
Don't
we're
call it
recording on a weird
bullshit.
day. Huh?
Don't call it bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
I was
but
going
it's
to say,
like,
they don't listen to this.
nah, well, it's not bullshit. It's just shit. Like, I got stuff to do, you know? I'm busy.
All right. I guess the last thing. So people who are like in this film that are going to be at the convention,
Mm-hmm.
it's more for Bob than anyone else.
Look, I'm interested.
Scout Taylor Compton, your
Oh, okay.
favorite version of Laurie Strode.
That's not true. Sorry to disappoint, but it's just not true.
Clint Howard, who we saw
Okay.
for like half a second. He has
Yeah.
a cameo in this film. Bill Moseley, who also
That'll
has
be-
a cameo
that will
in
be
this
cool.
movie. And Danielle Harris, who the brunette friend.
Oh.
Annie.
Okay. That'll be cool. I was kind of hoping Michael would be there because he's a big guy, but no. Anything else, Ben, before we move on?
No. I mean, again, I just feel like I have nothing for this movie.
I don't want to.
I watched it, I finished, and I was like, okay. And that's my thoughts on this film. That's the best summary I can give.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've talked about everything I wanted to cover because we covered all the differences that were apparent. Actually, there's one thing. I guess one more thing before we move on. I like the emphasis on the mask in this. Actually, it's kind of cool.
Well, it depends on. It works for this film.
That's what I mean.
So what they do in this film is they establish like Michael has this thing with masks where they allow him to be someone else.
Yeah.
To basically disassociate himself from him and what he's done.
It's like a barrier of separation between
then-
himself and the shape, I guess.
Yeah. And then they very specifically make the Michael Myers mask like an important one. Like his sister's boyfriend had it. He wore it during some of his early murders.
Yeah.
And then hid it in the
In
Myers
the house. Yeah.
So then, 15 years later when
He
he's
comes
escaped,
back for it.
he gets the mask.
That and the knife.
Which I think works well for this film because it's
Yeah.
like all the mask is important. It's all a part of this like greater backstory for the character.
Yeah.
Works in this film because in the original film, Michael is just like evil. And in
Yeah.
this one, Michael is a dude.
Who has problems.
And so you can give him a backstory.
Yeah.
In the first one, though, the original Halloween, the idea is he's evil, and the mask is just something random he picked up at a Halloween store.
Yep.
Well, specifically, like,
The hardware store.
a hardware store.
The local hardware store.
And so the idea is, like, evil's everywhere, and anyone can be under a mask. It also leads to funny gags, like people dying because they're just wearing the same mask.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good bit. Like, I love that. I just... this movie was meh. Which is, is an improvement, I guess. We're looking up in terms of Halloween. Hopefully, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 will also... Look, I like Halloween 2 more than Halloween.
Yeah, but will you like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2?
I don't know.
Better
Are we
than
going to the hospital?
Rob Zombie's
Will I
Halloween.
get a cool hot tub death scene? That's the question. That's one of my favorite kills in that whole movie.
That is a question, yes. All right, well, I guess you want to do recommendations?
Sure.
I think that's probably more interesting than our description of this movie.
Yeah, well, I tried, man. There's not a lot to go
No,
on
I
with
mean-
this one.
Like I said, I think my best description of this movie is like, I watched it, and now I'm done. Not because it's bad, but because
It's fine.
it was just an experience. Like, there's not a lot to think about in this
Yeah,
movie.
because it's
just-
high-octane horror. So it's just Michael going ham.
Yeah, there's not a lot of thinking.
No, a lot of slashing.
Just a lot of happening.
A lot of slashing, a lot of smashing.
And explaining why that happened, but, like, it gives it to you. It spoon feeds it.
Yeah, it's not... Yeah.
It's not high art.
It tries, I think. Recommendations? If you've seen the original and you want to watch a remake, it's okay. It's not horrible.
Different take.
It's a different enough take that I think you can enjoy it, as long as you just aren't going in expecting the same movie.
And I have this perspective, and Bob doesn't. But it's kind of refreshing if you watched 8 Halloween movies at this point,
Fair enough.
and you want something a little bit different. This is a little bit different, because
That's
especially
fair.
the Michael background,
Yeah.
because like most Halloween movies, except for Seasonal Witch, it's grown Michael, and so getting to see not grown Michael
Do stuff.
is new, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Let's see. If you're a fan of slashers, I think this is a high-octane slasher. You could probably enjoy yourself. I don't know if I have any recommendations, honestly. I guess you're a fan of Rob Zombie films. This is a Rob Zombie film.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty approachable compared to House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
So if you want to get into Rob Zombie, I say start here.
Definitely, because like if you like Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good way to get into Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
But also because Rob Zombie's not doing like a style this time. He's
Yeah.
just doing a adaptation of like a franchise.
Yeah.
My turn, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have anything
All
else.
right. Obviously, if you want like a different take on Halloween, check it out. Or if you just want to see a Rob Zombie movie, this is a pretty approachable one, like we said. Outside of that, I think my main recommendation would be maybe like an exploration of like, I don't know, a psychotic kid character and maybe how they develop into like a villainous adult.
That's interesting.
That sounds like an interesting premise. That's basically what this film is.
Yeah.
It's someone's, I don't want to say downward spiral, but like their spiral into
Mm-hmm.
something monstrous.
Yeah.
But again, this isn't like a thinking movie. This is just like a put on and watch movie.
Yeah.
So
If you think too hard, you'll get mad.
if you want that, it's a good watch.
Yeah.
Not bad, but
Not bad at all. I think a lot of the changes that were made fit the tone, so I think it works out.
would you rewatch this though? Does it have rewatch value?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think watching it one time is good. It's fine. I will say, I mentioned this during the movie, and you said this is like an early 2000s style thing. I don't like a lot of the way the action in this movie is shot. It's too frantic, and it's really hard for me to follow what the fuck is happening.
They didn't want to show a lot of stuff. That might be because it's rated R. I think there's an uncut like Blu-ray version.
Because if it was slowed down, I would have enjoyed this a lot more.
So it might have just been editing to cut out some gore and stuff. On the
Yeah.
other hand, though, that was just stylistically
Mhm.
stuff at the mid-2000s. All right. Hardest and easiest part of the night.
Yeah. See, this one's actually kind of tough
Rating.
because it's mixed. It's a mixed bag, and I like when we get mixed bag movies because there's a lot more to talk about because there's stuff you like, stuff you don't like.
But this was a mixed bag movie where I don't have anything to talk about,
It's fair.
which is a weird experience for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
Okay.
hard to talk about movies like this because you just kind of gotta watch it. Like, there's not
Yeah.
a lot.
Not a thinking movie, I
Yeah.
think is the issue. What do you think, ratings? I'm actually really interested in yours.
So
Because I know where mine is.
I'm gonna be honest. I've said it once on the show, on this episode at least. It's fine. It's fine. But I think some of the changes made, I don't want to say are an improvement on the original because I prefer the original to this one. But because I'm aware of what he was going for, I think the changes he made fit. And I like Michael's actor in this and the way they portray him. And also, I like that they gave him more backstory and gave you an exploration of the character that I've not seen yet. 3.5.
Okay.
Even though the dialogue's ass.
Got so mad.
There's an outtake. You'll see that,
That was-
I'm including that one.
That was probably the most entertaining part for me, is you getting mad at the dialogue. Because the rest of the movie, you just kind of gave reactions to kills. And then the
Yeah.
dialogue, you were like,
It's awful.
Rah!
Terrible.
okay, I guess it's my turn. I'm just going to give it a 3.
That's fair. I almost
You
gave it
know,
a 3,
I mean, I think
but I talked myself into a 3.5.
Rob Zombie did what he set out to do. He made a remake of a very, very famous film that is a remake in the sense that it does what the first one did. Like, it has all the same kills. It has the basic setup of Laurie Strode. It pays homage to certain scenes almost exactly with, like, dialogue stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And even acting. Like, they act it pretty similarly. And then he adds, like, his own take on it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this whole backstory stuff. But there was just nothing that made it stand out besides the basic structure of, like, a remake. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I rate remakes a lot more harshly than I do anything else.
Well, yeah, because there's source material that can be disrespected when it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Which is a risk you take when you make a remake, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the only thing that keeps me from giving it anything higher than a 3 is simply the fact that I think just there was too much going on. Like, it
Yeah.
either needed to be a remake of the original Halloween, where he just went all in on the grittiness factor,
That'd be real cool.
or a origin story movie for Michael.
Mm-hmm.
It tried to do both, but because it tried to do both, each version was like didn't have enough time to fully flesh itself out.
Yeah, it was a little stilted.
And I think that really kept it from being anything greater than what it set out to be.
I agree with you. I can totally
Cool.
agree with that. I can't believe that this movie was better than I thought it was going to be. Wow. I'm so surprised.
Mhm.
I'm glad that I'm surprised, honestly, cuz I was really fucking worried.
Yeah, I'm glad you aren't mad today.
I'm not mad. I'm just
Well,
like,
I meant compared to last time.
oh, I was
Yeah.
pissed. I did not have a good time on that movie.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go to the outtakes.
Yeah.
But
Well,
before we do that,
Oh,
real quick,
what's
we already
up?
kind of talked about Laurie Strode. We skipped one person we should talk about. Loomis. What do you think? You like
Okay,
him?
okay,
Not
okay,
like
okay, 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 okay. We did skip over Loomis a little
Because
bit.
I got my hot take here.
I think he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like, I don't want to say I like this Loomis more. I like the fact that this Loomis doesn't want to kill Michael, and you can tell. And in the original, Loomis is like, fuck that bitch. He's evil incarnate.
But
Get him out of here.
That's because Michael in that story and Michael in this one are different.
That's fair.
The way I'll describe this Loomis from the original, this Loomis is more of a person.
Yeah.
The Loomis in the original is more of a character. And
That's
it
fair.
depends on what you want.
Mm-hmm.
They're both just very different.
Yeah, that's fair. I could totally see that.
But in this film, fine.
He's fine. Yeah, he does everything he needs to
Just-
do.
A different version.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just want to say that before we did the outtakes. But
Okay, yeah, that was important because we needed to include that because it's very,
yeah,
Look, Loomis is ingrained in my soul now. So.
All right. Well, outtakes, and then we'll be right back for our wrap up.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the outtake section for this episode of Beware the Board. I hope you're enjoying our review of Rob Zombie's Halloween so far. I liked it a lot more than I expected. I was pleasantly surprised. But if you do not want spoilers for this movie, skip to 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 18 seconds immediately. This first clip is Ben and I's reaction to Judith Meyer's boyfriend wanting to have sex with the Michael Myers mask on. What a way to ruin the sex mood. Close your eyes. What is happening? Oh no.
It's a great surprise. Right,
Oh
Bob?
Lord.
Isn't that what you want to see when you open your eyes?
No. Nice. You know what to do with the mask on? That's weird.
It's weird that he wants to wear it.
This next clip is Ben and I including another It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia joke on this podcast. Oh man, Michael's upgraded. He got his tools.
You know, weird fetish shit.
It's 2 episodes in a row I think we've done that bit.
I mean, did we put the last one in the episode?
I did.
Oh, well, it's going in this one, too. As long as we don't lose
Oh, no,
the
that's not 2 in a
outtakes.
row. That's not 2 in a row. I lie. We did it in Terrifier.
It happens.
Terrifier
enough.
2. Yeah, I mean, it's a running gag at this point. This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to Michael killing his stepfather. Huh. One time we, you know, you can buy those really tall things of saran wrap.
Yeah.
One time we wrapped our friend Jared in it.
I guess my point is you can wiggle more
Yeah.
than you think out of duct tape.
Jared was definitely pretty stuck in there.
Yeah, I'm sure saran tape
It took us a
works.
pocket knife to get him out.
I'm sure if you used enough duct tape, it'd be hard to get out of.
I mean, that's quite a bit of duct tape.
But like with that amount, I don't know.
What is he gonna do to him?
We'll probably kill him, right?
Well, yeah, he's gonna kill him, but how, Ben? That's the question. The how?
With the knife, Bob. Yeah.
Oh,
With the knife.
oh, he just slit his throat.
With the knife.
He can't scream because of the tape.
No. He
That's
did it
fucked up.
specifically so he could look in his eyes while he did it.
Yeah. Oh, he took the mask off. This next clip is Ben and I reacting to Michael killing his sister's boyfriend. This is a normal thing for this guy?
Well, I'm sure
He bangs Michael's sister and then comes downstairs and makes a sandwich?
I'm sure the sister was just like, yeah, you can go make a sandwich. Or maybe go make me a sandwich.
Oh, he's about to get beaned.
Yeah. Pop.
This guy doesn't deserve it, but that's fine.
He was
He has
there.
blood on his hand. He was there.
He stole my sandwiches!
Oh! Oh my god.
I like the little twitch.
Yeah, the seizing is pretty fucking scary. Oh, he's braining his ass.
Nah, I would like to see, like, the head.
No, I don't want to. Please and thank you, please don't.
They'd probably get us to an NC-17. There it is.
Oh, okay,
It's not that great.
not great. That hair's a bit much.
But it looks
It's accurate.
accurate, except I would like to see it more caved in.
Mm-hmm. With that many slams,
Yeah.
that's a good blood pool, though. This next clip is me figuring out something in a movie before it actually happens, for once.
Oops.
Oh, no! Oh, no! No, Ben, dude, I'm not, no. Come on, Michael, you gotta leave the baby alone.
I
No.
don't know. It was our favorite part of Halloween 3.
That's funny. But I'm just like, I'm okay. Oh, wait. No, well, hold on. I see where this is going. That's funny.
Bob, can I blow your mind?
Yeah.
What was Laurie Strode?
No, I've already put that together.
Yeah, okay. You
Yeah.
finally got there?
No, I got there when I said, oh, I got it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thank God.
That's a shitty thing to come home to.
That's a really fucked up thing to come home to. But the question is, does he kill his mom? This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to one of Michael's violent outbursts in the asylum. Oh, this lady's dead.
Right. We're going to learn a lesson here, right?
Oh, no.
Don't give people metal.
Oh, God.
Metal silverware.
Oh, God. Is he going to use a fork? Oh, my God. That's fucking brutal. A fork in the neck? That's insane. This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to Michael breaking out of the asylum. I'm really curious how he's going to get out of the situation. They all have guns. And assumedly, this man is just a normal man.
He's a big man.
He is big. I'll give him that. Oh my God. Okay, well, I guess that fucking works. Oh! He has to be so fucking strong to do that.
He's pure muscle.
That was cool. Oh! Just straight up ripped her throat out with his fucking hands. Holy fuck. This next clip is Ben and I's reaction to Michael killing someone on the pooper. No one cares, Joe.
But he's Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Yep, there it is.
Michael's like, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh my, that stall wall is getting fucking slammed.
Yeah, he's fucking dented. His hand's so broken.
Oh, absolute. Oh! Yeah, Joe Grizzly, bitch. You're fucking stupid. Sorry, Joe Grizzly, you bitch. You're
I
fucking
don't know.
stupid.
Michael's like super strength. So Joe Grizzly was actually pretty legit that he could last that long.
That's fair. Did he steal Joe Grizzly's
Yeah,
clothes?
the joke is this is how Michael gets his jumpsuit. That was the whole point of that.
This is my reaction to meeting Laurie Strode in this film for the very first time.
That's our Laurie Strode, Bob. What are your thoughts?
Put a shotgun in my mouth. This next clip is my reaction to watching Bob get pinned to the wall again. Oh my God, they're doing it again. See, this is cool. Oh. Okay. That was genuinely cool. You gonna pin him? He's gonna do the thing. Oh. So much more brutal than the original. Still cool. This is what I want from a movie like this. Because, like, look, the original is good, and I like it a lot. This feels like a much grittier version of that. I'm okay with that. I just wish the dialogue wasn't so ass. This next clip is Ben and I reacting to Michael killing Laurie's parents. Kind of interesting that we get to see more of... Oh my Lord! Michael came out of nowhere! Annihilated her dad!
Yeah.
Holy fuck! What's he gonna do to her mom? We don't know.
Well, probably kill her, Bob. Fucking Michael Myers.
I guess, yeah.
Turned your phone off.
Oh, she went for the phone, but she's about to get the knife. Is that a book? No, it's a picture of
She's
Laurie.
about to get the book.
Through the coffee table. Holy fuck.
It's not a coffee table anymore.
Now it's a
Now it's just
Oh, her face is full of glass. That's fucked.
there it is.
That's brutal. He just like pulled her head back and snapped her neck. This next clip is me learning one of the boundaries of Ben and I's friendship. Oh no, Paul.
See,
Did you call her sexy?
yeah,
The fuck?
that's what friends do, right? That's how.
No,
teenagers
I've
talk.
never once called you that.
Well, yeah, that'd be weird, Bob.
What? And it's weird that they did it? Or not weird that... You know what I mean. Sexy. See, that's weird. I don't like that. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the outtakes. I know there were quite a few. There was definitely one where I said I would put a shotgun in my mouth rather than listen to Rob Zombie's dialogue anymore.
Yeah, there's definitely more outtakes in the moment. Like, we had more to say about this film than I think we did afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't even... On God, I just went over there and saved the file from the pre-movie because we record the... Or the post-movie because we record these right after each other. I have no idea how long that was. I should have looked. I don't even know what we talked
Bob
about.
doesn't care. I don't care.
No, I mean, I care. I just forgot to look. I
We
usually
just want
do.
to go to sleep.
I'm really friggin' tired, dude. So, I'll ask you this, Benjamin. Do we have any announcements?
No, I think the only thing I can say is we're doing another one of these releasing on Monday. That's Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Yes.
So,
I'm actually excited to watch it.
or maybe Bob will be very angry on that one.
Ooh,
We'll
maybe.
find out.
I do prefer that film.
Because if he starts comparing it to Halloween 2, which is his favorite Halloween film ever,
I'm going to lose my mind.
and it's not comparable, he might get real mad.
Look, I contained myself on this one, mostly. There are some moments, but, fine.
I guess. Well, on that note, check us out wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts,
Oh, you
Spotify,
got it right.
a couple other places.
Yeah.
We normally release an episode every Friday. That's our normal show. But we're starting to do these on Saturday until the convention,
Yeah. And
which is sometime in October.
I don't know how.
Neither of us know the date.
I genuinely don't remember. We looked it up yesterday.
We're also on YouTube if you want to watch us there for some reason. Don't know why, but it's a great place to support us. You can like, comment, subscribe. You can also communicate with us there or on Twitter, but like comment sessions and stuff like that. If you're going to communicate with us, don't be a cyberbully, or Bob will beat you with we're going to call it a stick, but it's more like a log.
Very big stick. God, why do I got to beat him? Why's that going to be my job? No response?
Kind of got the hair of young Michael Myers.
My hair's not that long, man.
It used to be, though.
It was really long a long time ago. Not a long time ago. It was really long for a while.
Yeah.
So speaking of Twitter, follow us on Twitter, @BewareTheBoard. It's where I post updates about the show. Mondays, I post a spoiler post for that week's worth of episodes, which is basically a tweet with the movie cover hidden, and you can reveal it to reveal the picture and see what the movie is. So you can watch it before we do, so you don't get any spoilers during the episode.
I swear it's not Bob posting naughty content.
I swear, I'm not Darcy. Which she doesn't even fucking hide it. She just posts it. Awful. Terrible. I know what I signed up for, but Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Except you didn't know what you signed up for the first time.
That's fair. On Fridays, I post a link to that week's episode. Anytime an episode goes live, I post a link on our Twitter. So if you ever miss an upload or wondering when something came out, check out our Twitter. It's where I post all of the updates about the show. Also, check us out on TikTok. I've been posting TikToks lately. I haven't posted one in a minute. But if you like TikTok, TikTok's your thing. I post clips from the show on there. So check us out there if you want to.
But not YouTube Shorts.
Cause the fucking Listen here. I don't want to argue with you on the podcast right now. You just pissed me off. The TikToks are too long, and I've tried cutting them down.
Yeah.
And the ones that can be cut down are put on there. But the ones that I can't cut down, I just can't. Sorry. You can give me the silent treatment now?
So just no YouTube Shorts.
I'm trying.
I know.
Ben, look, at the rate at which we have to get these done, that's the least of my concerns.
I know. That's why it's funny.
Like, I have so much other shit going on. Do we have anything else we need to talk about in the outro, Ben? Or are we good?
Nah.
Can I go to bed now?
That's about it.
Okay. I guess we'll see you all next time.